What's happening, everyone? It is Sunday, March 19th, 18th. It's the day after St. Patrick's Day, and I'm pretty stoked right now because everybody's probably hungover, including my workout partner. That's okay though. So the gym's probably gonna be empty. It's around 9:45 a.m. I'm gonna be at the gym by 10. I wanted to show you guys my shoulders and arm workout since I've never done that before, I believe. I'm gonna take you through the shoulders and arm workout. I'll show you maybe a little update. Today I weighed in at 209. My average for week 11 was 210.0. So actually I've lost a whopping 10 pounds in 11 weeks. And I know you're thinking like, what? Buddy, that's so slow. I don't wanna lose 10 pounds in 11 weeks. Like that's less than a pound a week. Listen, it doesn't happen overnight, but not only that, the results are coming in finally. I'm starting to look sick, I swear. Just watch the footage coming up, and the progress is paying off, the habits are paying off, even though losing slowly might seem a little tedious, and it definitely is, dragging it out a little bit longer, but the slower you can do it, the better. Keep that in mind. Anyways, with that being said, I already ate. I got my water ready. I'm ready to hit this workout, so I'll see you at the gym. Let's go. What's good? Let's get this workout started. So, first, I'm just doing a little warm-up set here. Of course, I warmed up the rotator cuffs. You've probably seen the rotator cuff warm-up that I've done in the past videos of mine. Whenever I do an upper body day, always want to make sure you keep the shoulders safe. So I do a warm-up set of 40s, then those were the 60s, then I go 80s. Here we're gonna get started. For shoulders, I don't do a lot of shoulder work when it comes to like heavy compounds. The only ones I'll do are this one and the overhead press on a push day. The reason for this, as I've explained previously, but whenever doing a, let's say, chest and back or push day, any sort of pushing exercise is gonna heavily incorporate the front delts. Now, when it comes to side and rear delts, that's a whole different story, which I'll get into in a sec. But yeah, so to start off this shoulders and arm workout, I'm blasting some seated dumbbell presses. Here's my boy Ziad getting his in too. We're going for 7 to 9 reps. I know it's a weird rep scheme, but I found that it works for me, and that's the rep scheme I stick to. So I was going for 90s. Now, previously I went for 90s. I got 9 reps, but being that I was a little flatter and weighed in a lot less today, probably a little depleted, I was only to get sets of 7, but I wrote that down so I know what to maintain. That's a very small strength decrease from when I started the cut. So actually net, it is still an increase, so I'm still happy about it, still push through. And as you see, this last one here is a grinder. So when it comes to side and rear delts, I actually hit these quite often. Side delts, actually this exact superset you're about to see, which is these lateral cable raises, supersetted with the rear delt cable face pulls, have been so rewarding for me in terms of actual muscle development. I've noticed a significant improvement in the development of my side and rear shoulders. You can see here I've got quite the cap going on the back side. Yeah, I never really had that before until I started doing these consistently, and I also do them upwards of 3 to 4 times a week, maybe even more sometimes. A little flex for ya, little thumbnail. So yeah, doing these with high frequency, as you see the reps are higher as well. You're really going for the squeeze. You're not going for super heavy exercises at all, or sorry, heavy weight on these at all. But doing this combo with the superset, one, it really gets a stupid pump going in your shoulders. But 2, I found this exact combination of exercises with this exact amount of reps and the supersets at the end of a push and a pull day, sometimes at the end of my chest and back days, and on these shoulder days, that's like 5 times a week that I'm hitting them. Okay, so that frequency is insane, and it's really worked for me. Moving on, we're hitting some arms. This is going to be similar to the arm workout that you probably saw some of in my last Cutting Chronicles episode, which was posted on Tuesday. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. But I'm laying it out for you here anyway. So dumbbell skull crushers are following the dumbbell standing curls, and this again just kind of gets it going. But the weight is relatively heavy here. I went a little lighter because we're obviously a little bit more gassed after doing shoulders than if I were to do an actual arm day. Just start off with this fresh. And yeah, I find this exercise is definitely harder than doing it with a bar, which is what I always used to do. Ziad brought this point to my attention. He finds that one side is a lot weaker than the other, and if that's the case with any muscle group, I always recommend using dumbbells to iron out those imbalances. Moving on, we've got the lighting of the gods machine. This is part of the reason why this machine is one of my favorites, is because the lighting is so good. I don't know if you can tell, I'm not actually lean, it's just lighting. But yeah, so we're hitting these slightly higher reps, and then last video you saw me doing these seated because my back was injured. Luckily, my back has been feeling much better, despite the fact that I've been just blasting workouts with a belt on the whole time. By the way, that's the reason you saw me wearing a belt at the beginning on the shoulder presses. If not, I usually don't. So standing overhead tricep extension, I love watching me do this exercise because I can really see some good cuts coming in and whatnot. So higher reps again. Here's Ziad blasting the preacher, Myron the lighting. It feels really good too. The hoist machines are machines that move your body weight along with you know, the movement of the machine. So it's kind of weird if you're not used to them, but once you get used to them, you'll find that the contraction's amazing. I guess the way that they develop the machine to move with your body creates the best contraction, because I definitely find that across all hoist machines. Now moving on, I want you to check this out. I'm gonna cut it out here. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna do a little outro, but watch what happens to this cable. This is hilarious, and this is not the first time it's happened, so check out what happens when you make too many gains.
Those horseshoes. It's all lighting. All lighting. Oh, you're gonna do a voiceover anyway.
I was wondering, like, is he talking into the camera? Like, it's still on the video?
I forgot.
I could get it in though.
Well,
bro, that's like the third time. That's literally the third time that's happened to me. This is what happens when I'm cutting. Imagine when I'm bulking.
just finished up cardio. That's what the Stairmaster looks like when I'm done with it, baby. 450 cals. I'm gonna put that into my Fitness Pal. Track it anyway. That's the end of the workout. Hope you all enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. You know, I don't blast shoulders too crazy or arms, but the cut's paying off. So any comments, questions, leave below. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in that next video. Cheers.